And good evening or afternoon or morning or whatever the case may be for you. Welcome to my live stream that's a couple days late, but hey, here we go. I've got a ton of news out of the parks. Disney, Six Flags, Cedar Fair, Silver Dollar City. I've got a little bit of mail to open up. I've got question answers. I've got updates because some of you are probably wondering what on earth happened the last couple months. So we've got a lot of stuff to cover. You ready to roll? I am. Wow, there has been so much stuff going on the last few weeks. Um, so I want to apologize a little bit. I know my publishing schedule has been a bit kind of wonky recently. Uh, Carolyn, you're stressed because of midterms. I'm happy you're here. Awesome. But yeah, it has been a little crazy. We had the trip to Disney, which you're starting to see the videos come out for that. I got back, I had a week here at home, and then I basically hit the road for a week and a half. Uh, as you know, I'm out, I do church speaking and stuff, and I was literally at meetings, 3 hour long meetings, twice a day, every day, all over the state of Missouri, all last week and part of this week. 14 meetings in 8 days. It was a lot. So it kind of took my publishing schedule and just totally threw it out of whack. And then in the middle of all that, the van breaks down. So, but we are getting caught back up. We're finally getting things rolling again. I've got a couple videos scripted up that I wanted to shoot while I was on the road, but quite honestly, I was just plain exhausted. I was going to try and do a live stream at a hotel and then do a video recording. And I got to the hotel after 6 hours of meetings and 3 hours on the road, and I was like, I'm done. So sorry about that. But yes, we are definitely getting back. Mike's asking, is Amber back to 100%? She is doing better. She's not to 100% because we are still trying to figure out exactly what's going on. It may be long COVID. It may be a couple other things. There's still some diagnosis going on, but she is definitely doing better. She's got more energy. She's eating almost normal again, so that's good. But it has taken her a little while. But yes, the Epcot video is the last one she missed. She will be in the next one. So I've got studios coming up, and then I have some other stuff coming out from the trip as well. A couple other updates and talking about PhotoPass things that are new and changed and stuff like that. So you will still see some more stuff coming out from the trip, but it's getting there. Craig is obviously hungry. Food. But we're going there. How's Cedar Point? Cedar Point is Cedar Point. I will be talking a little bit about the merger here a little bit later and some updates, but nothing that should affect your trip at all. So, Mike, we would have seen SirWillow sleeping in the hotel. Yeah, that's exactly what it would have been. Is hi, I'm Sir. Nobody wants to see that. But yes, Joel, I have been able to get some rest, so I am doing better. Parks are starting to open up. Six Flags Over Georgia opened last weekend. Silver Dollar City is opening this coming weekend. I had some things in the work, and it just got a couple people I was going to talk to, and it just hasn't quite worked out, and now they're back at work. But I'm going to be trying to get a few other collabs and stories in. Still trying to get together with a couple of my old train guys, and this off season is supposed to be a time of rest, and yeah, it's just been anything but we're getting there. So looking forward to it. I've got a couple other visits scheduled. I have a visit up towards St. Louis scheduled end of March. So let me see. Wow, Megan posts Six Flags opening day. Actually, it's end of April. There is a chance. I'll have to see. I don't know if it's going to work out where I can get Six Flags or not. I have to see how that works out. Hoping but I don't know. So Carolyn got COVID round 2 the week of the Super Bowl. Oh, I'm sorry. And your lungs hate you so much. That has been the worst part about COVID for me. I do have a bit of a breathing condition anyways, and the COVID just killed it, and I have not been able to get that back. So, and I think that's part of what Amber has been suffering with as well, but we're doing better. What's the score from your distant trip? How many stand in front of the scooter versus how many you just wanted to run over? There were a handful I wanted to run over. I hit no one. So I, again, managed to do that. I did have several people ask, well, why is he in a scooter? And it's because of the breathing condition. It's just because I can't walk long distances. So I can walk around. I did got my steps in, but that was basically why. So quite taken aback by the gent resting on your, oh my goodness. Okay, so if you did not see it yet, during the Magic Kingdom fireworks, I had actually set up a nice place to watch the fireworks while I was there. And I got to pull up the pictures here. And I'm right off of the center of the hub. I've got a nice space in front of me, probably about 8 feet or so, where I'm going to be able to watch the fireworks. I got my scooter turned sideways, so it will let me have some space. And it's just, I kind of set it up so I'd have room for Craig and Megan to catch up and squeeze in with me. And they end up late enough that they were completely stuck in the crowd and couldn't get anywhere near me. But let me see here. Let me find this video of this guy. And it was just crazy how this crowd squeezed in. And I went from having what should have been a great view to no view at all. Okay, where is this picture? I mean, I got so many pictures trying to find the right one. But, you know, at first I've got these people that literally just squeeze right in front of me. And there's not that much room there. And all of a sudden I get this wall of people and I'm going, that was supposed to be my viewing spot. And okay, let's see here. There's my night shots. And it was just kind of like, wow. And I'm not finding it right offhand. But so then I get this wall of people in front of me where I can't see. Oh, here. Okay. So my view ends up. Make sure I get the right one. I got to look around my windows here. Let's see. There it is. Okay. This is what I end up looking at. And I'm going, excuse me, there's not that much room. Forget the guy in the scooter. Squeeze. I was just like, wow. Yeah, elbows you could see wouldn't have done too much good. But then this other guy squeezes in, and let me see if I can find this here. Okay. Where is he? And I mean, he squeezes in. You can see why I can't find my pictures. There's just so many of them. But he literally ends up on my shoulder the whole time. No room at all. Every time he moves his arm, he's bumping my shoulder. And I'm like, dude, I am not your relative. Let's see. And it was just insane. Yeah, so lots of pictures. In any case, you guys are kind of saying, well, you could have just elbowed him. He literally, every time he moved his arm, and so I was doing this, and I'm half whacking him in the shoulder, and he won't move. And I'm like, really, dude? Yeah, it was nuts. So I filmed part of the fireworks, but I quit because literally I'm holding the camera and it's bump, bump, bump every time he moved. I was going, okay, I really want to go wham, but I didn't. And I actually did end up standing up for it. because I had about that much room in front of my scooter by the time they squeezed in. Yeah. I don't remember people being that rude about the fireworks. Maybe it's just because it wasn't as crowded, but yeah, Carolyn, you should have rammed him. You should have rammed him with the scooter. I didn't have room. It was, yeah. And Tom makes a good point. That's the sad life of many permanently in the wheelchair. People ignore you, step in your way, and it is something definitely to be aware of. When you use a scooter, you get a very different perspective on things. So, yeah, it was crazy, and it was just so crowded. But so let me talk a little bit about the theme park news because I got a couple people asking about this. So I've got a whole list of stuff I want to run into. We're talking about Disney. Disney announced another price increase. But for 2025, they're actually increasing prices next year, not this year. But Blow Loop went through and figured out, and it comes out to about an extra $10 a day. 100 Animal Kingdom's going to go up to 119, Epcot 129 on average, Hollywood Studios 139, and Magic Kingdom, if you're buying a one-day ticket to Magic Kingdom, $144. Ouch. $144. That is crazy. And you're kind of sitting there going, wow, they're pricing out all the people. Who's going to be able to afford to go? Let me show you these. Let's see. Well, where is it? It was so crowded when we were there. Yeah, they had, well, okay. Here, let me show you this picture. Because nobody can afford to go to Disney. Get the right picture. There we go. Nobody can afford to go to Disney. This is Craig and Megan trying to find me in the crowd at the fireworks. Yeah, it has been crazy busy. So no, they have no. This is why they keep raising the prices, because there's just so many people there. So, Joel, imagine look at Japan prices. They're cheaper than North America. Paris was like half the price when we went. So, Ryan, pricing out all the cheapskates. Goodness, if you're trying to be cheapskate at Disney anymore, it doesn't work. So, is Megan always as happy as she was at Walt Disney World? Most of the time. I have seen once or twice, but yes, Disney is just getting more and more expensive. So it's just crazy. Yeah, Justin, nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded. Yep, I love that line from Yogi Berra. A couple other things also from Disney. They did announce the opening for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which is crazy. They're actually running boats in it already. No water, but they're running the boats. They're getting it set. Walt Disney World has announced that they're actually going to open it up this summer. I mean, wow, that's early. Disneyland's still slated for end of the year, but they've moved up the date for to summer of this year. So that is crazy. Yeah, it's coming soon. You can see all the construction going on when I was there. I didn't get any real good pictures, but it's definitely coming. Let me see here. For the real coaster nerds, Knott's Berry Farm had they were going to remodel Montezuma's Revenge and had taken out the loop, and they announced some big stuff, and then it all went pfft, and they had some issues with the manufacturer who was going to do it and everything. They actually just put out a release that they are back on track again with it. Probably somebody new working on it. Montezuma, the Forbidden Fortress, is now set to reopen next year in 2025. So coming up, it is coming back, which is awesome because there's not that many shuttle loops left, and it's an awesome ride. So happy that is coming. Let's see here. Pretty quick considering how they took their time with Tron. Oh my gosh. Tron took forever. Absolutely forever. Let's see here. Other things coming up. Um, Six Flags Over Georgia had their opening weekend and immediately had fights. Um, if apparently they had gang fights fighting or gangs fighting all throughout the park, and the police came in, pushed them out, and they went out to the streets, kept going, and actually had a shooting. Expect Six Flags this summer to institute Cedar Fair's policy about teens and young adults having to have others with them to try to cut down on this. It's just crazy. Used to be a time where, as a kid, you go to a park by yourself and be fine, and nope. Yeah, it's just sad. So expect to see a lot more chaperone policies coming and stuff like that. Let me see here. Andrew, the more people that go to Walt Disney World, the prices will go up. Absolutely. Law of supply and demand. There's so much demand, prices go up. That's definitely how it goes. That's why the prices keep going up. So let's see here. What are your thoughts on Disney adding an additional water park? I'm not sure where you heard of that. They've got Blizzard Beach. They've got Typhoon Lagoon. If they were going to put in another water park for next year, they would have already been breaking ground and building it. What they did announce is they are giving hotel Disney resort guests a free day at the water parks. So if you arrive like we did on early Tuesday afternoon, we could have taken off straight over and gone to Typhoon Lagoon that day. So that's what they're doing, is they're adding an additional free day at the water parks for Disney resort guests, not for people who are staying at like the Swan and Dolphin or the Greens, but a free day at the park. And actually, I think that's kind of cool. It's a way to get more people at the parks. I loved their water parks. So that might be, I think that's a very nice perk to add in. Good for them on that one. Let me see here. Six Flags Cedar Fair merger update. They did announce this last week that they are expecting to have it wrapped up by June. Don't expect the merger to be held up. The Department of Justice, through antitrust regulations, is checking out a few things. They are doing a little bit of due diligence. There's basically two areas that the Department of Justice has even said that there's competition with the two parks, where they have two parks in one area. Southern California and the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area. They're already closing Great America in the Bay Area, so that leaves one park there, which basically leaves Southern California. With the merger, again, Six Flags Cedar Fair combined only becomes the second most attended chain in the U.S. Disney is ahead of them with 75 million people annually. Six Flags Cedar Fair would have about 50 million. Universal comes in third at 31 million, and then Busch SeaWorld, which is now getting renamed, is in fourth at 25, I believe. And there's still Hershey and lots of others. They don't see that being an issue. Even if you take Knott's Berry Farm and Magic Mountain and combine their attendance, and they'll keep both those parks because they're the two most attended parks in the chain. Even those combined are still the third most popular attended places in Southern California. Disney and Universal still beats them. So it's not going to be an issue as far as competition goes. So they should have it all approved here probably next month, April, and they will get the process going in. They're expecting mid-June to have the full merger done. You won't see any real changes at the parks this year in passes, admissions, things like that. You may see some policies change, but it's really next year that all the changes will kick in, and you will see the merge become one chain and have one pass for everything and stuff like that. So that's when you will see that all kick off. Cedar Fair, again, 51% of the board and ownership is Cedar Fair, 49% of Six Flags. So you are going to see Cedar Fair kind of dominate just a little bit, which in my opinion is a good thing. So that's where that is at. Oh, and then the last thing, just something a little minor here news-wise, something at Silver Dollar City called Fire in the Hole. They announced this week opening day is Saturday, March 30th. So yes, it is coming. It won't be open this weekend. Sorry. They have also announced that the height requirement is 36 inches with an adult or 48 inches without. That means the little ones can still ride it. So people are going to be happy with that. I think people are going to absolutely love this coaster. But just in case people are still worried, well, Wednesday, March 27th, be sure to tune the channel in somewhere around 10:30 in the morning or so, and keep an eye out. And you may see something pop up here. I am excited because I am being given a chance to preview a few things and share, and I can't wait to do that. I don't want to share too much. I will be far from the only one. You will see lots of things popping up that day. So keep your eyes open for that. Justin is saying height requirement same as the old Fire in the Hole. Yes, it is. So absolutely. Find it odd that Silver Dollar City announced opening weekend for Easter weekend, but still excited for pass holder early access. Yep, it's coming. It's coming. No, Disneyland is too small. Why don't they have a water park? Actually, Disneyland is working on plans. They've put them in front of the city, and they're working on adding a third park. There are a couple possibilities as to where, but the third park is going to be the priority. And that'll come. Water parks do not make as much money as full-fledged theme parks. They're because of space requirements of the water and everything else. They just don't. Weather affects them a lot more, but they're definitely working on a real third gate. So you have California Adventure, Disneyland, and then another one somewhere within 5 to 10 years is the plan. They've got a few different long-range plans for it. They haven't exactly decided which plot of land it's going to go on. There's 3 different ones I think they could do. But keep your eyes open. There is going to be a third California park coming in the future. And Silver Dollar City also, they have been implying future plans. They did actually say in their post this weekend that what they call their festival area for Pumpkin Nights, they have some plans for that, but they're not announcing it yet. And there is also some definite long-range plans there that, let's just say, that some of my guesses, as I have been finding out things, have been more accurate than I thought they might be. So Silver Dollar City has an amazing future ahead of it. And I can't wait. We joked that when I worked there, from the time I first visited Dollywood to the time I finished working at Silver Dollar City, Dollywood doubled in size. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. Need a little bit of drink. So, yes, I have Dr. Pepper in a Pepsi glass. So, yeah, Justin, as opposed to an amazing pass, yes, you have a great pass ahead of you. And in Silver Dollar City's case, they have a great future filled with the past ahead of them. Memories worth repeating. And in this case, they're going to be creating all sorts of new ones. So I am very, very excited about what is coming. What I know about Fire in the Hole, anybody who has been upset or disappointed is not going to be by the time they get to see it. And I know there's still people saying, well, why don't they save the building? Why don't they build a museum? They can't. That building is just, it's toast. The reason they had to rebuild the ride for multiple reasons, that building is a major one of them. So no, building can't be saved. But there's things that could potentially be happening in that spot. So is all this history like repeating the second scene a third time? Sorry. Second verse, same as the first. Okay. I won't sing that one for you, Craig. Okay. Let me hit some of the mail here because I have a couple things. One, I got an envelope here from James Butler. It has been sitting here for a little while. He told me you can open it. I'm like, no, I want to do it on the live stream. So let's see what James sent me. He's got a whole little deal in here. It's a thick envelope. Let me see. And bubble paper. Okay. Doesn't pop real good. Let's see. George, I think you don't have one of these yet. I know it's not a park pin, but I haven't heard you say that you had one, so maybe I got you first. Love all your videos. Try to watch everyone you post. Good luck. Hope you feel better. Thank you so much, James. And no, I do not have one of these. It's a Buc-ee's pin. And I was actually just there a couple days ago. So, no, I have not gotten a Buc-ee's pin yet. So that is perfect. Thank you. That is awesome. I have very quickly found that Buc-ee's is a major place to stop if you're driving back and forth around the state because it's the cheapest gas around. And the food, yeah. So thank you so much, James. That's awesome. I have looked at them, but I have not bought them. Let's see. Carolyn, same song, second verse, a little bit louder and a little bit worse. Let's see. SirWillow, what Walt Disney World Park would drain the scooter battery the fastest from size and any inclines? Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is the one park that does tend to have some inclines in it. They're sculpted in. But if you rented a scooter and you charge it overnight, you'll be fine. Should not have any issues. And I love all the people are knowing this. I'm Henry VIII. I am people actually got that reference. Okay, you're either great music aficionados or you're old. So, Megan, never knows pins in our Buc-ee's. Yeah, they have them. And beaver nuggets are amazing. I won't tell you how many bags I've bought and eaten so far. There was one I ate along the way of the drive. It was good. Yummy. All right, so I have, let's see. Craig, no, it's February live stream. Yes, we're late. Joel Herman's. Okay. I don't know if I should be proud of you all or sad for knowing that. Oh. I blame my father. He's the one who introduced me to that. So, which just reinforces. Okay, so this is, oh my. Okay, let me start off with this. So it's the SeaWorld Seven Seas Festival. So Craig actually was at SeaWorld right before he joined us, before we joined him at Walt Disney World. So this is very cool. He did some neat stuff. He got to play with the penguins. And so thank you so much for that, Craig. That's cool. And then this, wow. Okay, so I'm going to have to take this out. Okay, let me do it this way. We got to do the ASMR. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, did anybody get tingles? And I say that as somebody who actually watches ASMR videos. So this, though, is amazing. I love this. That is so cool. Thank you so much, Craig. I will definitely be wearing that one. That is awesome. That's awesome. And I hear the dog barking. Let's see. Oh, Wonder in Epcot. Oh, you know what? This is will we see a parade in the British land, everybody wearing sonic screwdrivers? Disney Plus does now have Doctor Who. That is definitely a possibility. I hadn't even thought about Doctor Who stuff available for sale at Disney. Whoa. What a thought. Okay, mind blown. So, Greg, got myself the same shirt design to wear at Disneyland's fantastic. It's such a great shirt. That really is. So thank you, Craig. Okay, so I do have pins. If you don't know, I trade pins on Pin and Pop and did a few trades and supposedly won a prize. So there's stuff in here that I don't know what there is. But yes, have been updating the pin collection. Finally got my daughter's pins all inventoried. Because she finally found them. She's been unpacking and sorting. So, Carolyn, you trade pins? Absolutely. So I have several duplicates. Let me see here. Let me try and pull up the link so you can actually see what pins I have. And and then I will drop it into the chat. Let's see, my public profile. Ooh. Okay. Carol, yeah. Joke, I know you trade pins. Yes, thank you. Okay, so there is the link. I know you do. I'm just, it's sad when I mess with somebody and I do it in such a way that I totally forget to make it obvious I'm messing with them. Okay. Okay. See, Daleks from UK going into Galaxy's Edge and plastic. Kylo Ren and the Stormtroopers versus Daleks. That would be hilarious. Okay, anyways, Pin and Pop, if you do want to trade pins with me, you can actually see my traders on that site, I believe, or at least the ones I own. Let me see. What? I don't know if it'll show you my insert shelves or not. I believe so. I'll try it when I'm not logged in. In any case, so let's see. This is a pin for one of my sets that I am working on. So happy. And I got a note here. I'm not sure what this note is. Let's see. George, Pin and Pop is growing and becoming a great place to trade. You're a big reason why. Let's see. Thanks for trading and making this a magical community. And I've actually got 2 different postcards. Ooh. Let's see here. We've got, my daughter will like this. Some sunflower seeds. She will actually plant those. We got some stickers. So my wife will take the Encanto and probably the Lilo, and Amber will take that one. So let's see. And then we've got, let's see here. And I had a couple pins that actually got sent back to me, which is kind of weird because they were uncertain, and there were ones I actually picked up while I worked there, so that was pretty funny. Let's see here. We have a Donald. There we go. So that is actually a harder pin to get. We have, let's see, what is this? So these people, so in pin trading, when you include something extra, it's called a zap. So they threw in a nice, okay, I'm struggling with the temptation to sing it. I won't do it, but know that I am thinking the song right now. Let's see. Thank you for the trade. Figment is my favorite Disney character, so I'm excited to put him on my Journey to Imagination board. Because I traded them a Figment for this pin I'm going to show you. 28th was actually my birthday, and the 83 ride was the party theme. I'll take good care of it. Hope you enjoyed the Donald pin. And this is actually another limited edition pin. It's a little harder to find, so I was very pleased to trade a duplicate there. And then we've got this one that is part of a series I am finishing. And then, of course, Tower of Terror is one of the rides I collect from. And Carolyn is going, please sing, please sing. And Megan is begging no. And then this one. So this is also a not so cheap pin. So, and of course, Chippendale and Food and Wine. Okay, so now my mind, because Carolyn's going, it's a Small World pin. And sing, I'm going, it's a blood on the... Okay, anyways, I won't even try and do that. Try to mash up Small World and blood on the saddle, and not going to work. Okay. And of course, Craig votes for no singing. Although, if you ever go on one of our chips, you know that Craig tends to encourage me. So this is a blind box prize I got. It's Princess Pins. I have no ideas what these look like. That remix was not on my 2024 bingo card. Oh, come on, Megan. So, let's see here. Who would you have play Walt Disney in a Walt Disney biopic? I'll be honest. I thought Tom Hanks did an amazing job. And if you haven't seen Tom Hanks as Walt Disney, go watch it. He did fantastic. I thought he nailed it real well. So good enough for me. So let me see what pin is in this. Oh, and my wife will probably want this one. Wow, this is a pretty pin. So there is Belle. Let me see if I can get that in focus for you. And what you may not be able to see is, unlike a lot of pins, this has a nice gloss on the front of it. And even the back is a little bit different compared to the other pins. That's a pretty pin. Ooh. So very, very nice. I'm happy for that one. That's cool. Let's see. Ryan Gosling as Walt Disney is the fan favorite for young Walt. So would it be bad to say I'm sitting there trying to remember? Okay, Ryan Gosling. I don't get to watch TV that much. Don't get SirWillow a Bluetooth speaker so his voice is extra loud. I actually have a Bluetooth speaker in my van. Let's see, Kayla. Chords of Blood on the Saddle with Alter Melody, A Small World. It's a blood on the saddle after, I don't know. My mind's going weird places. So I'm just kidding. Oh, okay. I think I know who that is now. Okay, I have one more package here. So this is Judy's box this time, and I have to tell you, Judy, I know you said you were trying to get it out the door in a hurry. My post office was so disappointed. They're like, "Where's the pictures?" So, hello, Fantasy Apprentice. Thank you for so much fun seeing all the internationals. Norway. I'm just so blown away how many people from around the world watch my stuff. So, but let's see. No problem, Craig. You have enough to worry about preventing. Kayla, it's weird you say that to the music student. Oh, no, my mind really goes strange places when it comes to music. So, do you know if Disney has plans for live action Pocahontas? I hope not. For multiple reasons. One, I'm tired of the live action remakes. They're not as good as the original, and all it means is you can't come up with an original story. The other problem there is Pocahontas itself is kind of a problematic story. And the cartoon did not do it any favors. So, it's just not a good thing for multiple reasons. Honestly, I was really kind of surprised to see that they still had Pocahontas and Fantasmic, because I figured they had eliminated that entirely. And they didn't. I was kind of like, well, that was your opportunity. So, Pocahontas, honestly, I think is going to eventually go the way of Song of the South, and that they're going to just kind of phase it out. So, and if they don't, they should. It's not even that good a movie. Okay, so this is Judy's normal box. Oh, hey, we got. There we go. Okay, so we're all gonna fight over this one again. That's a nice shirt. This is. Let's see. There's a large. So, I love these shirts that Judy sends. My last box, we had people fighting for several of them. There is a mini, and I know there's a couple of people that'll fight over that one. That is really cute. So, Megan, do I need to lock the door from you visiting and stealing a shirt? By the way, again, if you don't know, Megan is like best friends with my daughter and doesn't live that far away. So that's one of the reasons she gets to go on these trips. So Hershey, and then nice. It's an extra small. It won't fit me, but I have people that would definitely like that. Let's see. So then we have, I love this. So this is Margaret's package, and there's some flowers there. Judy spoils my wife. I love it. You know, the history there with Judy is just such a cool one. Oh my goodness. That's cute. Okay, so the ladies are definitely going to be fighting over these. So, oh, that's right, Megan. Aren't you supposed to be coming over this weekend for like movie day or something? She and Amber are making plans again. So, and thank you for the calendar. This is going to surprise some of you. I do not have a calendar for this year yet. So, Judy took care of that. Judy's coaster bucket list. Okay, so I got to see how many of these are on my bucket list. Let's see here. So January, we got Velocicoaster. Been on it. Awesome coaster. Oh my goodness. It is amazing. So you'll like that one when you get it, Judy. Time Traveler. Hey, definitely great coaster. Yeah, we got to get you Silver Dollar City. You haven't been up here yet. Let's see. Air Force One. I have not been on that. I've been by it, but have not been on it. Heard pretty good things about that. Let's see here. Wildcat's Revenge. So I didn't even get on Wildcat when we were at Hershey. So, but yes, I would love the opportunity to get there. What else we got? Guardians of the Galaxy. Cool ride. Yep, got to Conga on it last time. And Craig, wow, I've even been on Time Traveler. He survived it. It was a little much for him, but he did. Let's see. Tron, got that one this last trip, Tron is amazing. I would like it a little longer, but Megan Conga. But especially the night rides on Tron. Really, really neat. Twisted Timbers have not been to that yet. Need to get there at some point. So, let's see. I have not been on Thunderbird at Holiday World. I'm overdue for another visit. Definitely overdue. Yukon Striker, I have not. Canada's Wonderland. I gotta get up there. Let's see. Zambezi Zinger. Would you believe I ended up not making it back and not going on it? Had tickets to skip the line, and yeah, didn't get to do it. Let's see. November. Okay. I forgot they put this in there. So being a Dorney just a year ago. So not even a year ago. Brand new. Yes, I would love to go. I love the dive machines. They're great coasters. And then for December, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I am so excited about Fire and Hole. So excited about it. So very, very cool. So let's see. Mr. Special Feature for wrestling fans, WrestleMania coming up. For real wrestling fans, Sting's last match is coming up tonight in just a little bit. I love Sting. Sting's been one of my favorites for years. So, and Craig, want to at least watch Good Gravy. Okay, that's also at Holiday World, which would be fun. Yeah, Iron Menace is new this year for Dorney. Like I said, we were there this summer, and I just plain forgot they were building it. So, spaced out. There's been so much new coming up that I just totally forgot about it. So, but yes, I love Judy's bucket list. There's not a coaster in there that I wouldn't want, that isn't on my list at some point that I haven't been on. Been on half of them, though. So, poor Judy, she got to come down and see us, and then she didn't even go into Disney. But would have loved to have gotten you on Tron, Judy. So, although they wouldn't let us use our fast lanes or lightning lanes for other people, that was lousy. But we tried. We had bought lightning lanes for everybody in our group, and then we had 2 people that weren't going to use it because they weren't there, and they wouldn't let us use them for somebody else. So sad. They let us later let other people join us in line, but in that case, no. Different cast member is what it is. So, but thank you so much. Yeah, that's definitely going on the wall, Judy. Absolutely. And I will get Margaret her package. Next trip is the shot collar being packed. I have taken care of that shot collar. It is put away where nobody else can find it. It's not there. Craig, Dorney's best known to me for the whip. Also like the recycle. Dorney it was fun to get back there. Let's see. So wrestling. Think Ric Flair wants one more match. Ric Flair has no business being in another match. But that's wrestling. I won't go into wrestling. I could definitely go into wrestling for a while, but Caroline, good luck. Good luck with your midterms and your papers in college. I miss it. I don't miss it. I do miss part of it, but I don't miss the work. But college was awesome and a lot of work. So good luck. And Disney Escapes. Hi, Tim. How are you doing? Escapades. Let me say it right. So thank you for stopping in. So Nobles has the best wooden coaster. What, you mean Phoenix? No, I don't know. Phoenix is just kind of okay. I got my autistic niece hooked on Phoenix, so I love Phoenix. It got razzed just a little bit when we were at Nobles, but yeah. So I love Phoenix. Phoenix is amazing. Andrew, not really a roller coaster guy except for Big Thunder, Seven Dwarfs. Okay, now if you like those, you would like Phoenix. You really would. I honestly, Matterhorn is a little bit taller than Phoenix is. Slinky Dog Dash, I think, actually might be faster than Phoenix is. You should try Phoenix. Phoenix is amazing. So, Fantasy Apprentice, 1 a.m. Go get some sleep. I don't know. Here. Yeah. Let's start doing the ASMR again. Okay. Oh, yeah. And then Megan discovered Big Thunder at night. It's fun watching Megan discover all these things about Disney that we're like, yeah, we knew this already. Oh, that's right. She hasn't done this. If you did not watch Megan and the rest of us doing the Beverly, you really need to. It was quite fun. Let's see. How did you describe the Beverly, Megan? Something with seltzer. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. So it was fun. Okay, so I've got a few minutes left here. Any questions anybody has? Been having fun talking about the trip. I do plan on doing an updated video on the scooters and stuff and throwing in some information that I didn't have on that. I'm trying to think what else we wanted to cover. Joel, I don't mind the Beverly. Craig doesn't mind the Beverly. And I will say the barbecue soda was almost as bad. Oh my goodness, that was, I don't remember where that one was from, but it was bad. Yeah. So look out for barbecue cola. It was gross. And they took away the one I liked. They had used to have a cola from Costa Rica there that I really enjoyed, and it was gone. So let's see here. And then Craig's complaining that I'm not accurate. Phoenix 72-foot drop, 45 miles an hour. Slinky and Matterhorn are nowhere near that. Oh, you're just wimping out, Craig. Come on. No biggie. I don't know. How fast is Slinky? That has me curious now. Let's see here. I don't know. Doesn't say it on there. How fast is Slinky Dog Dash? Slinky goes 40 miles an hour. So a whole 5 miles an hour difference. Not far off there. So there. And Rock and Roller Coaster goes 57. So Seven Dwarfs Mine Train's 34. So that's interesting. Kayla, her dad was writing me out of the will because of the drops after that. That's funny. Now, see, my dad can't do that because it's his fault I ride coasters. And it was funny several years back. Last time I got to Marine World, my dad was with me. And this was, the kids were like 5 or 6. And we got him on, oh gosh, I'm forgetting what they call it. It's the coaster that launches up the spike and back the spike. And I'm forgetting the name offhand. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Let's see here. I think it's Superman Ultimate Flight now is what they're called. That it? No, the Flash, Vertical Velocity, the Impulse Coaster. And Megan, is it like that Crazy One at Dorney? Yes, it's just like that, except the spike lays flat. My dad was like, and I'm going, really, Dad? You're the one who did this to me. So it was actually too much for my dad. And that was, goodness, that would have been about 20 years ago. And that was too much for him. So, yep, he was about my age now. Yay. But no, I'm still riding stuff bigger and faster than that. And he was about done. So, are you going to Silver Dollar City opening day? No. One, I don't go opening weekend because it's too crowded. People are still learning their jobs. Opening weekend was always a stressful time as a new employee because you're just starting to get everything going. Second, the other reason I'm not going is, I almost hate to admit this, I have not actually bought my annual pass yet for 2 reasons. One, money has been, we figured out in the last 9 months, we've put $4,000 to repairs into our van, various things like that. So money is extremely tight at the moment. The other thing too is we're going to be starting discussions this next week with the organization that we may be going to Israel with and trying to figure out if we're actually going to go this summer or next. And I don't want to spend all the money on annual passes if we head up early this summer. I will probably, if things go well, I'm hoping to pick it up in the next couple of weeks, and then we'll kind of decide from there. But that's kind of why I've hesitated a little bit. So we will see. I will probably buy them. I just haven't done it. So, because otherwise I'm only out there a couple times this year before we go, and I really would like to get out there more than that. So, let's see here. Do I think a theme park could be successful in New Orleans or anywhere in Louisiana? I don't know enough about the business specs. I know they've tried a couple, and then the hurricane kind of killed them. But I really don't know for sure. So that's one of those things. There's so much that goes into it, and the investment and the huge money outlays and taxes and all of that kind of stuff that it's really hard to say for sure. I would think so, if that makes sense. But yeah, I would hope so. Let's see. Craig, what level annual pass do I usually get? I usually get the gold with the bring a friend free and then the discounts that it gives. That usually is what I do. So, and it's $200 this year. So I'm kind of going, I don't know. I don't really need the diamond because it's whitewater and I don't go to whitewater that much. Nobody wants to see this. So, but I am good, Ride of Your Life. Good to have you on board. By the way, I hope you all had a chance to listen to the podcast when I was on there with them. It was a lot of fun. I did post a link up. And let me see here. Let's see. Trying to pull this up here. I want to get the link again for y'all because if you have not had a chance to go listen, I I had a blast on their podcast. I really did. It is definitely Christian about that, but we had a good time. We really did. Let's see here. And I've got the website. There it is, podcast. Okay. See if I can get the proper link here. Okay. So here we go. I believe this link in chat will get you there. Give that a try. Otherwise, look up Ride for Your Life Ministries on your favorite podcast program, and it'll pull you up. So it's really nice. I had so much fun. We got to talk about faith. We got to talk about things that drive me nuts. You get to hear me rant a little bit about a few things, and then we talk about theme parks and roller coasters and the channel and stuff like that as well. So, hi, Pyman. Good to have you. But yes, it's a great podcast. They have a number of great interviews and some fun stuff. So definitely be sure to check it out. So, nice interview. Must be nice to be the one interviewed from time to time. It's fun. I enjoy doing those kinds of things. And people ask questions I don't even think about. So, yeah, you get to see a whole different side of things. So, and who knows? Maybe we'll get a chance to do it again. I hope so. I enjoy doing stuff like that. Speaking of which, while I think about it, there is also a live stream coming up a little bit later tonight. I won't be on this one, but I have mentioned this person before, and that is Emma. They're doing a Disney trip coming up, and they're showing off their shirts that they're going to be wearing. So So be sure to check out Emma's stuff. A lot of fun. And Craig, what is my favorite color? What is my favorite color? Black, red, blue. It's like a bruise. So, yeah, fun stuff. Chris, the Frisco Railroad is now part of the Canadian Pacific. Did they buy out Burlington Northern? Burlington Northern is the one that owns Frisco. So unless they bought Burlington Northern, it's still going to be part of BNSF. So, do I ever think you will collab with Mammoth Club? I actually am not familiar with Mammoth Club. That's a good question. Who are they? Mammoth Club. What is Mammoth Club? Let's see if we can type. And yeah, Megan's going, he picked a favorite. Like I said, I picked group of favorites. So, let me see. I don't know Mammoth Club, but I see they're on YouTube. So, wow, they're a pretty good site. How do I not know about them with 200,000 subscribers? Or is this, is that Molly from Food Blog originally? Okay, that would be why. New name. All ears. Okay, all ears. Thank you. I was going, okay, I know the name and face. So, no, I have not. The one thing with Molly is she gets so many people know her. I don't even know if she actually knows who I am, to be totally honest. So we'll see. But I wrote to them once a long time ago and didn't hear back. And then I'm so busy now. It's one of those things that I'm kind of in the spot where if people contact me, I'll work it out. I do have a few that I'm trying to contact, but a lot of the bigger channels, I'm not big enough for them to notice or to drive a whole lot of traffic to them. So they're kind of like, I actually had one that was smaller than me. That was the funny thing, that I was trying to work out a collab, and their response to me was, well, I just don't see how we would benefit from it. Maybe just have some fun. It was like, okay, working collabs sometimes is definitely interesting at times. So, and yes, I thank you, Craig. I'm sure something will work out. I just haven't done it. So, Let's see here. Let's see. Surprised about the pseudo favorite. Just listing off some interview questions. Grail style. Grail. Okay. And unless you have seen the World Showcase players at Epcot, you have no idea what I just did. So, let's see. Thank you for the collabs. Have been great. I have very much enjoyed my collabs. I really have. And like I said, trying to work on a couple others. People just went back to work. So, let's see here. Just finished the Epcot vlog. Love the Disney Park vlogs you've been putting out. I have fun putting them together. I really liked how the Epcot one came out, and I hope you can see I'm finally really starting to feel my groove with my new video editor, which is a great video editor. So, DaVinci Resolve. I'm like, why have I not used this before? Great stuff. But I think that's everything, unless somebody else has something that they would like to add or ask, or else. Let's see here. I like the guests on the food and bev collab a few years ago. Okay, so it was nice having my son on, but that girl that was on, she was weird. She was strange. My daughter was afraid to meet her. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if I ever want to try that one again. It was Megan, by the way. What kind of dog do you have? So the dog we have, it's technically my daughter's dog. It is, let me see if I can pull up a picture of it. It's at least half pit, and they said initially that it was half lab, half boxer. It's not boxer. Let's see here. Or not lab. Okay. Here, let me do this. This is the easiest way to let you see because it is a goober. And I'm trying to look around my camera at my screen. Okay, so this is the dog enjoying its first snow and knocking its sweater off promptly. So, but yes, she loves snow. Kayla, what's the best place to ask questions that don't really fit this channel? Drop me an email, SirWillow@gmail. That is the great way to do it, and I am very happy to answer anything that way. And if we can fit it in this channel, great. If I can fit it into my Burning Bush channel, I can do that as well, because I do love asking or answering questions there. But yeah, the dog is wonderful. She's about 55 pounds and thinks she's a lap dog. So my normal morning routine is sitting in the chair, turning, and she takes a flying leap at me. But yeah, she is a great dog. She really is. But yes, other questions. Let's see here. Let's see if we can type this. There we go. So you can send them SirWillow@gmail, or the other option is on my Facebook page. If you go to the facebook.com/TheSirWillow, that is my fan page, and you can actually send me a message that way as well. That's probably the two best ways to do it. And then I can figure out best way to answer them, whether it's just through a message back or if it's something to do in video format or something like that. So that's the best way. Yeah, so definitely send us questions. Questions, comments, suggestions. Always looking for video ideas. If you got something that you're like, hey, I wish you'd do a video about. If I haven't done it already, then I'll definitely follow it up. Some of my older videos, I'm kind of updating a little bit. And if it's something I've done recently, I'll point you to them. So, but yeah, send your comments that way. Greg, don't sign. Not trying to sign. You might. Does it look like I'm trying to do sign language? Or okay, I do sort of remember my name. What do you think will replace Street Fest at Silver Dollar City? So Street Fest is really kind of a variation of World Fest with a new name and some slightly different packaging. I think Honestly, I think they'll end up with something similar, but repackaged. Uh, I don't know exactly what they're going to do. I've heard a couple rumblings, but I don't know if they have anything accurate to them or not. Uh, but they're going to want to keep a lot of the similar types of things that people love so much. For example, Megan mentions the food. They definitely want to keep the food variety because people really like that. They also have a bunch of different other acts and stuff, so they will keep the entertainment. Oh, okay. Craig, you asked for suggestions. Don't sing. not don't sign, don't sing. So but I do think that whatever comes in Street Fest, I think it's going to be similar in a lot of ways, but some other additions. So, would love another edition if you might be about to get kicked out of a theme park. I just did one not very long ago. Let's see, when was it? Here it is. You might get kicked out of a theme park. About a month ago, and it covered a lot of the stuff that I would put in there. So there's not a whole lot else I would add to that. Although I'm sure that things like that come up. Stupid guess never gets old. My only problem with the stupid guess is I've told most of my stories, and most of them I've told several times. So the best place for me to get stupid guests now is if I get somebody else who works at a park and we start swapping stories about the silly things that guests do, because then they'll refresh my memory. They mention something and I'll go, oh wait, I remember something like that. So that's the best way for me to do the stupid guests now, just because otherwise I've done them so many times. I may try and go back and update like my Busch Gardens one and a couple things like that, and try to update those at some point. But it's hard to do new when I've done it. So that's the biggest thing there, because I love them. I'm the 4s are stunning. Don't you love when you get tongue tied? The stories are so funny. Absolutely. It's just trying to do something fresh and new. So. Well, thank you guys. Things I overheard at. I actually do have a short list. I need more for it. But I do have a short list of stuff I've overheard. So if you've overheard something funny, send it to me. It may remind me of stuff, and that could be a good trigger for things. Absolutely. So if you overhear something funny, send it to me, and I can definitely follow up. I've got about 4 or 5 things, but it's not enough to do a whole video. So that could be a good one. So there's one you can all chime in, and I can build something from that. That's a great idea. So thank you for that, Megan. So send that in, SirWillow at Gmail. Same email address or the Facebook, and I will definitely use that. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to get this wrapped up here. I'm going to take Margaret's gift up to her. She has been sleeping most of the day, not feeling real good. So present gift will definitely perk her up. Thank you guys so much for joining, for the ideas, for the fun, for the laughs. Hope you had a lot of fun with it, and we will catch you all later. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so incredibly much. God bless.